Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Are you here?
Yeah, yeah, you're. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
How are you doing?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
Start my introduction
You are introducing or what?
about yourself.
Yeah. Good evening. Myself, Dr. Naruttam Sonowal, Associate Professor, Medicine, Jorhat Medical College, Assam. Good evening. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. So, just say a few that fine.
I'm not hear you via sounds.
I'll be talking a little.
Sound.
I'll be speaking a little bit about the book you wrote.
Yeah, yeah.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'll give a brief introduction about the book that you wrote.
Okay.
So, as you've already said that you're a doctor and a researcher, plus you're an author after writing this book, The Forest Man of India, Molai, on Jadav Payeng's life. He has transformed barren land into a forest. Through interviews, you have shared Payeng's story and environmental challenges. He wants to inspire people to act against ecological issues. The book is important for literature and environmental discussions. You hope that it will motivate future generations to make a difference. His work celebrates individual efforts to protect the environment. Okay,
Okay.
that is all for the introduction. Shall we move on to the questions?
Okay. Nice to meet you. Myself, Dr.
Nice.
Naruttam Sonowal, Associate Professor, Jorhat Medical College, Assam. So nice to meet you today's evening. So you can proceed
Thank
in
you.
your questions.
Okay. So for the introductions, I would like to ask you, why did you particularly write about the Molai man of India?
Yes. So in the very beginning, my interest of to write the book about Mulai is I have learned about that he's the person who have changed the environmental science. Is himself made a forest. He astonished the scientists all over the world to such a big thing he have done for the society. As all that information I gathered and wherever I attended him, I got the knowledge. I have learned all about him. Then this impressed me to write. Then this information shared to the all over the world and all the readers so that it can help. It can have an example for the environmental greenery to global warming. So many things are happening now. So with that, I try to write a book about him and share the information to all over the world.
That is really good motivation to write the book. And even I was impressed reading the book because it had so many things that I didn't consider before about the environment. But
Yeah.
now that I've read the book, I really like it.
Yes. You have read it
Yeah, yeah. I've
completely.
completed reading it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You are enjoyed.
Yes, I did. Actually, it was a very nice book.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
the simple language and the idea it's trying to portray
Yeah,
about conserving the environment.
yeah, yeah.
So I'll ask the second question now.
Okay.
Okay. So, as a medical professional, as a doctor who
Yeah.
has a really demanding schedule of managing patients and so many other works, how did you balance your passion for writing and wrote this book?
And it's a very tricky questions, whereas I have faced this always when I have interviewed anybody, they have asked me that question only. So basically, this is the time you can manage anywhere. If you have interest any field,
Mm,
can manage. So, as you know, the medical science is next to the medicines is a very the busy department, and so many patients are there we have to look after. And as I am a associate professor in medicine department, my students, undergraduate and postgraduate students, I have to this one maintain the classes and thesis guides of those postgraduate students. Besides, as I have a very much interest, whatever I think, whatever I get the knowledge, I try to share it by writing write-ups and books like that. So I think for that curiosity, for that the whatever I have thinking, that give me when I write it, then that give me a this one recreation like that. So I think because of that, I have to manage my time.
mm.
Am I right?
You just love writing. That's why you are able to manage your time with your career
Yeah.
as well.
Whenever I have sit in that December, whatever I have get 5 minutes, 10 minutes time during that period,
Mm-hmm.
just thinking come into my mind, I transform it to a write up. So this is the beauty, or this is my aim, or I have to fond of to write it. Okay,
That's really lovely to hear.
thank you.
Uh, Now we'll go to the next question, which is about how was it meeting Molai for the first time?
It's my questions. The first time when I came to Jorhat Medical College from initially I worked in Guwahati. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the first begin to this college as an assistant professor. During that period, when I have heard about Molai, that the great man, I have so much of curiosity to where about he is and how he's look like and how he have met such a big forest himself. Then I
Mm-hmm.
search it with where about and how it can be possible. So luckily in that in my college I got a one employee is very when I asked him he told that he is well known to Mulai. So
Oh,
that period after 1 or 2 years we have
okay.
planned to how
Mm-hmm.
an incident we go there by by a team. His name is Jayant Bora. Then another one, my well-wisher, is a singer. He's with him with guitar, and my driver with my Jailo car. We visited there, and luckily we meet him in his home, or ultimately we go that we with the help of some relative of that great man, we
Oh,
they travel by crossing the river Brahmaputra, then meet
okay.
in himself.
Oh,
Okay, this is my first
so
time.
it was
It is, I
through
think,
a relative.
2013 or 12, like that. 13 or 12, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you first came to know about him through like internet, or was it through someone telling you about him?
No, no. First, I came to Jorhat. Then during his just news I have heard about him.
Oh,
Then, yeah,
so
then
someone
um,
was talking about him?
someone talked with
Okay.
I heard about him, and from that time, the curiosity developed in my mind.
Mm.
Okay.
Um, so, did he appear to be, did he meet your expectations when you first met him? Like, was he the kind of person that you thought about when you
Yeah.
heard the title, The Forest Man of India?
Yeah, actually, when in the first I have heard about him, it just shows I have very astonished and I am very fear about it. The knowledge I have gathered initially. He's a very angry man. He doesn't meet anybody. Wherever somebody attended him, he is very angry. He have not give this one usually want to meet anybody. So these things I
Yeah.
have to. After that, because of that only we have a plan. And even to meet that forest it's very difficult because the mighty Brahmaputra, you know all about that. In the flood of
Yes.
pool of flood in the summer season, it's very difficult to attend there. So that
Mm-hmm.
is the fear. And as a astonished person, ultimately, uh, I managed it with that. As I told you in the previously, with the team, we try to visit him in the winter season. So in the winter, we visited there. When I meet him, we just so beautiful persons. He's a very when I introduced myself, I'm a doctor. I'm coming here to
Mm-hmm.
explore you. Then your whatever you have done, that things I have to be expressed to the in our during that period. Even the our Johat or some people also not very much this one known about him. So
Okay.
when I came from the knowledge gathered from this meeting that great man, then I spread it. Then all knows.
Mm-hmm.
Then people and all other people there in their some occasions like the this one no in some school programs they call them in this way. He can very popular nowadays here. But whatever I have knowledge in outside in all over the world, they can know very well about Jadav Payeng. When I meet Jadav Payeng, I have seen his one small mobile phone. Probably you have seen in the book that
Yeah,
mobile
yeah, yeah. The small
phone,
one, this
uh,
much.
a small mobile phone he put in the
Yeah.
Musa, his traditional.
In the Gamuka he was wearing.
Yeah, whenever we are in discussing with him in the gone, deep jungles during that period, some calls coming from the outside, like
Abroad.
abroad, then he tried to pick it up, then it's fall down. I keep it and give it. So this is a very nice moment I have gathered during that period when I have visited the first Jadav Payeng. One interesting thing. That's why I'm very much this one fond of that great man. When I asked that we are coming for making a song on his forest,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so he told me that I am not concerned whatever the other people do about me or you people do about me. My first prime thing is that you plant planting
Trees.
planting
Yes, yes.
this one, yeah. So the plantation is the main motto of his yeah, this his knowledge, and his life is sacrificed for the greenery only. He told me like that.
Actually, that I read in the in the book that
Yeah,
most people were very afraid of him because he portrayed himself as a very angry person
yeah,
because he
yeah.
did not want anyone to disturb him or the forest. Or so, if his philosophy was if someone
Ac-
comes near his forest, they will bring more harm to the forest.
yeah,
and
yeah.
destroy the dedication he has
Yeah,
put through 30
what
years of making it.
that is his motto. Why he have the he himself disguised as like as Furitius, because if
Yes.
he is not Furitius, then what happened? Somebody came there and destroyed and ruined the forest. That's why he
Yeah. Made
prepared
himself like that.
that, yeah, disguised like
Yeah.
that. So the
That was a
story,
very nice
uh,
move actually on his part to
yeah.
make this like personality that he's a very angry man, so no one approaches him.
Yeah, very nicely you have explained here. Okay, you can understand all the things because I have seen all the
Yeah.
views and all the body language and everything. His
Mhm.
reality, so I can memorize everything. But you, by reading the books, I think this is I'm very happy that I can express as you have. Yeah, you are just reader. If you are
Yeah, yeah,
getting
yeah.
knowledge, that whatever I try to express it, then
Express through that.
get feeling for me.
Thank you. Actually, that's why I said, like I said, I actually enjoyed reading the book, and
Yeah,
I got to know like what kind of personalities is Molai and how he was like that angry person at the start when
yeah,
nobody really knew about him.
yeah, yeah. Now that story is a very interesting story. Wherever he himself told us. So this is as I have explained there, the journalists who have first this one discovered him, explore him.
Chiku Kali Singh.
Later, he has
Yeah.
tried, he has tried to several years times for that. Then ultimately, with so much of permutation and combinations, he have explored, and the Times of India in the paper they have write a good write up about him. Then ultimately he got a prize in JNU, and on JNU universities the dean came there, his forest, all everything he have explained in his own yeah, expressions. The one very interesting thing is that he always speak his in own language in
Yeah.
everywhere. He told me. So probably you have
Yeah.
seen he also no the documentary. You have seen in a
Yes, absolutely.
documentary. So he very nicely speak all the things very simply.
Yes.
Okay.
And he was saying how he speaks only Assamese even if he goes out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
since they are developed countries, they have this special machine thing that translates it to the listener's language. So there's like no problem in him speaking his own language.
He told me one very interesting things when he visited in the global conferences. Our Indian
Hmm.
embassy selected one IS officers to him to help him,
Okay.
but he
Translate.
think that to translate it,
Yeah.
but he told that
Okay.
this 12 minutes period it is very cumbersome to speak whatever they that yeah, uh, this one no the translator translate it, but with 12 minutes he speak his in own ways. So much of interest you have read it there, no, that questions.
Yeah. And he had been given a script to
Yeah.
talk according to the script that he was given, but he when he read it he was very awkward with it, so he
Mhm.
just went with whatever he wanted to say from his heart.
Yeah, yeah. No, that is the main thing because
Yeah, absolutely.
he's not he's just self-made. He knows
Yeah.
thing because these saplings are from the dry for sand islands. He made it with the
Hmm.
pictures of pedestals in a this one no in the art and pictures. Then you make a hole. Then with water drop by drop, he look after the this one the saplings
Plants, the
by making
saplings. Yeah.
everything. So I think wherever he told me when we have visited there that even the agriculture university's professors visited there, but they knew nothing. But he introduced
Hmm.
all the, what the this is the all the jungles they introduced. So this is very important.
His experience, the way he expresses it is really unique.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
nobody says it like he does.
yeah, yeah.
So like we already discussed, like he portrayed himself as a very angry man. So how did you build trust with him
Actually, when
about writing a book
yeah,
on
yeah.
him?
So when we first visited there, as I told you, one of my this one employee in that college, he had well known him.
Yeah, yeah.
So initially, actually, the thing is that this is just for, as you have said, he's disguised. But when we go there, when I have introduced myself, I'm a doctor. We are coming for the purpose is our motto is not to ruin the forest. Our motto is just for the exploring and the for good things, for good for the jungles, for his forest.
Hmm.
He convinced with us because then he
Oh,
a mild, whatever actually in the inside is very mild, he's very noble. It's whatever I have met several times, even when I have this is the last book I this one released. So he came and 1 hour, 1.5 hour he lectures then all about the environment. He's a very nice personality actually, down to earth. Whenever one question in my mind, I asked him because so many money from the outside the walls came to your forest. Why not you make this hut uh, as for some facility for the foreigners to stay here? He told that things uh, not permitted because the monies are nothing for our enjoyment. The money is given for
hmm.
the this one the plantation.
Saplings.
That's why my motto
Yeah.
is nothing to be my self-interested or self-enjoyment.
Hmm. Yeah.
Every I have to be in the art. So that is the beauty. That is the main morality of the great man Jadav Payeng. Whatever was the first visit, I have seen his body language, his knowledge, his expression, his behavior with us. It is same. Even in the the next time, last few months back, I have met also. It is same. That's why I very fond.
Hmm.
I respect. I salute that the great man.
So, so was there like you have very fond memories of meeting Molai? So was there any particular story or moment that stayed with you till now? Any one of them?
Whenever I have visited in Jadav Payeng's forest, inside the forest,
Mhm.
when I introduced myself, he came with us with some piece of wood and one his traditional dress with one that is called dao. So then his expression sometimes his when we ask questions, his faces glows and he speaks so nicely and not only speak, he can identify the whereabout of this everything in his forest, that the trees, name the trees, as I have shown you some what is called ant. Some we have asked some questions about ant also, why ant is coming to his forest, how it is that. So these things are he so nicely explained that I am so impressed. I think these are the main this one stories keep.
Moments that you remember?
I think
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
so much of curiosity also. Some young generations like you, the more young generations, whenever they have read the book, they can more interest got interest by. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because even before reading the book, I did not know there were like types of ants, and one is harmful, but the other one is actually beneficial for the plant itself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that is whatever in our you. So we are coming from the village. So I have also seen.
Yeah.
Oh, we have seen, but we are not thinking in the depth of that. But whenever Jadav Payeng told about that, no, the in the initially the his forest to the saplings are ruined because of when wine comes, then because of that
Mm-hmm.
they picked it up, so hold it up, then it is in the when blows, then it's breaking, so it's very difficult to be established. So when you know that the basic this no the what the end yeah, the other end can attack that, yeah, that end.
The plant.
So the scientific idea he got it, he explored it. After that,
Hmm.
it's the basic things, it's very important things he can explain there.
He has a lot of scientific perspective of about what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Mm.
very much scientific, or that whatever the when he told himself that. So that is the very interesting story I have to tell you. So I think the you have not seen so much of as a English literature, you can know in the first person the written book is very few, I think. So whatever I expressed, it is very difficult to write in the first person. You can write book in uh,
Mm.
the first, whatever
Yeah.
is very difficult to write a book. Even this is a live person's life story. You write it in the first person. Whatever the person says, then you have to write it. So you should memorize,
Yeah.
and his talking is directly transmitted to the language. So it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Is the one of the best thing of this book, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, so, since you just said like how his perspective needs to be preserved in the book, how did you make sure that whatever he said, like exactly that was written in the book? How did you make sure that his words were the same as he said?
Yes, I have this. When I have visited him, I have tried to catch up all the words, as I have made one documentary also.
Mm-hmm.
So I catch up all the
Yeah.
words, type words. Then I try to not hiding anything. Whatever he says, I try to write it, and I have
Mm.
convinced that this is right. As because in several times I meet that great man, his words are same. He's not changing. Whatever he tell in
Okay.
first time when we met him, then even the last time also he tell everything. And when we visited his jungles, his forest, here and there, he shows us the this one food step of this one, no, Royal Bengal tigers. Then other the trees he identified, the ants
Mm-hmm.
the identified. Because of that only, I convinced that these things are right. So this is the right way he have tell us. This is the right.
Mm. Like he had also said about how he has to get up at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
to check the
yeah.
footsteps of the rhinos because they don't change their path that leads them into the forest. And then
Yeah,
he has to tell it to the forest department because
yeah.
the forest department may like
Japan,
miss the
you have
rhino,
heard
but he
about
knows.
Kaziranga, so you have, I think, visited Kaziranga.
Yeah.
So the this one,
Okay.
no, the rhinos are this one. They have shifted from Kaziranga to Molai forest time to time.
Yeah.
He told me
Yeah.
very
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting story that the rhinos they have this one, no, they have what is called they used to one area so for their passing the stools,
Yeah.
so they have they have a great memories of that generation wise generations. Even one I know
Yeah.
entered one area after
Yes.
50
Yes.
years,
Yes.
10 years, they again just they can the hypnotize that things. So that is
Yes.
interesting story told me that. Another very interesting story that a great man told me that about the Royal Bengal tigers. When the female tiger and male tiger, probably you have read that very nicely, no?
Right. Yeah, I've read about this one
They,
also.
when the male, this
Yeah,
tiger, I'm afraid that yeah, because he
it
eat
will
the
kill the child.
male childs, so that is
Yeah,
very
yes, yes, yes.
learn from him. I think such type of stories I have not heard any other books or any other yeah.
Yes, that is true.
That is a very great.
Because even before reading the book, I did not know like animals had
Yeah,
such unique patterns to
yeah,
what
yeah.
they do.
Hmm. No, that is very interesting because he told me that told us that you can't you may not come with without escort to that place. But
Hmm.
during that period, we have very fear because who knows if the tigers come and attack. But if Jadav Payeng with us, because he's the this one no is a fatherly behaved all the animals and every life of that forest, so they can
Fine.
so nothing to be done if Jadav Payeng with with any visitors. So that is very important things we have learned. If you keep loved any animals and anybody, they can also respect to the yeah.
Yeah. So, while you mentioned early, in the first part that you had faced like a lot of challenges, so did you face a lot of challenges while writing his story?
These challenges is
Any
basically
physical or mental
uh,
challenges?
when I try to write these books, this is the thing is that what to do because I have the all the interviews with his life, but I
Mm-hmm.
be transformed to the other persons or can it be transformed to the first persons? So that things in the dilemma. So that the controversial things because it's a big, very big person all over the world
Yeah.
know Payeng. So even the life history, it's very difficult to express. It may be very, you also know, why not? It may be controversy. So that things
Hmm.
dilemma in my mind. But ultimately, I thought that I put it in the first person. So if it is first person, definitely all evidence with my hand. So luckily, I can made it in this whatever like that. Okay.
Because I really love reading the book, and in the future, I will read it again because it is a very fresh perspective
Yeah.
on his life. Because
Yes.
I've not read any other book that has gone and done an interview with him and been like, have spent some time with him and then wrote a book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of them are based on the interviews that are available online. But
Yeah. Yeah.
this one is really
Not,
unique.
not directly attended and face in every moment. No. So
Yeah, that's
this
true.
live moment I have attended in several times. That is this everything whatever he tell it is in my eyes. But if the outsiders they're just coming for 1 or 2 days, then take the interviews and this like that. No. So that is very interesting of this book. I think if the young students read it, they can learn so many things by that book. I think.
Yes. I would also love to recommend this book to my classmates
Yeah.
who are very interested, just for like, because it's actually a really nice literary work as well. I would
What
ask them to put them in the library also, if possible.
whatever I heard about that, no, the Jadav Payeng himself told me like that. One IS officers, he's from Missouri. He when
Okay.
I he also he just bowed down his Jadav Payeng because he told that during his IS examination, and the examiner asked about.
Yes.
So he told the stories nicely, and he passed the IS. So now I think in South some chapters about this the forestman. It is
Yeah.
put I think. So in futures I think it may be help it have examples all over the world. As we are not giving so much of interest that great men, but in outsiders from the other countries, when they want to, because they have ruined their forest, no. So now they have,
Hmm.
what is the importance of forest? As you have heard very recently in California, the
Yes, the
fire,
forest fires.
the forest is firing. That's why
Yeah.
now it is Jadav Payeng is now, I think it's very important
Hmm.
slogan for everywhere for the this one, no, natural environment, environmental science, global warming in everything. So they give visa. It's from where it is, from some other countries. Just I forgot the name. That 10 years visa. He bring from there some things from them. Then our tamul and some other trees they put it there. So for plantations, so these things are going on about him.
So, did writing this book change you? Like your perspective on nature? Did it change something after writing this book?
So I think that this is a very important book for younger generation, as as of now, as the destruction of the forest, you have all the young generation, they can understand what the climate change is going on, global warming is going on, all the
Yeah.
industrialization. But in this situation, this book is one of the examples. The Jadav Payeng is one of the good examples to change the young generations by this one. Plantation is very important. If he planted in anywhere, all are come forward. That is a examples of this. So I think this book may be very helpful to have a interest the young generations towards the maintenance of environmental the good yeah work for environment.
He had also said like how he would want the education curriculum in India to make planting a sapling a compulsory thing and make them nurture the plant till they graduate school. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way, every child is responsible for a plant, and
that's
then
it.
they have to give an exam on that to see like if you are actually taking care of it properly or not. And then
Yeah,
only you can pass your exam.
because that is very interesting what he have thinking,
Yes.
because it is very important also, as you have say, as he have said, if the students this one thus things are strict for the students, they can take care, they can love the trees, then if
Hmm.
love is going on, so you cannot this one make them cut by the other people. So in this
Yeah.
way, one batch by batch the trees have planted, then if we grow up, so definitely global warming is finished. So it is so much of help giving oxygens to everywhere. So in this way he even told also the other countries, because we are the India, we are Assam, we have made such type of greenery, then give the oxygens to all over the world. So you can
Yeah.
funding to us also. So he can express this very nicely in the global meeting. So I think the one very important things he have said, as school, as the government strictly this one make a rule, such type of rule. I think it is helpful for us, for the new young generation, the coming generation for the world. They can survive with a disease free life. As you have know,
Yeah.
that it also one of the things who knows because of that environmental changes.
Hmm. So, are you also going to write more books about him or any other personalities that inspire you?
Yeah, because the whatever I my motto to write something is my curiosity. What is the left for that society? That things I try to express my, as you have explore my all videos in YouTube, you can see what things already been done. That is not my curiosity to do, but
Yeah,
not done, what may help to the young generation, because you knows that all the things are now in the histories. So if it is not documented, it is vanished. That's why my motto is have to, if I have got such type of curiosity, such type of persons, I have to write it or I have to explore it. But
hmm,
this type of things I have got it, I definitely explore. But till now, I have got the curiosity about Jadav Payeng, but still I have just writing the first part. So his life is going on. He making his
yeah.
more, and so many things he have happened. So many awarded him. So I tried to write it about this latter part of his year also, life also, if possible.
And about the people awarding him, it was said in the book, and I've also read about it, that four foreign countries had awarded him before India recognized him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so many
And
countries recognize him. Whenever I visited, last time I visited, one he have met some, what is called the library, or what is called. It's a very nice way. It's from the Taiwan. He told us that they have funded. It's still going on. I think first floor, second floor, like that during that period. So they are the every from the world, every countries the visitors come. Then his mind is like that. I also told that my all documentary, my books, and whatever the other things on his forest and about him. So if you keep it there, so it is helpful for the young generation to
yeah,
well known him, and they can enjoy it also. Then they can see it and read and research. So if all researches are about him, it's coming in a very wide way. I think it is helpful for the, as a Assam, he's represents Assam next to this
yeah.
Majuli, the world biggest yeah, no river island Majuli. So that is very important. Such remote places, he have a such idea. He have yeah, shows to the world in the scientist. So it is the change the world. It's definitely we are very proud, and as a
Mhm.
interviewer, as a exploring him as a medical professional. So I have very much this one proud to be a speak with you and speak about Jadav Payeng.
So, will you be doing writing a second book on him?
Jadav Payeng.
Yeah.
I'm not started. I have a plan to read the later part,
Wow.
what the next happening about him. We have a plan also, but due to
Mhm.
time, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
to proceed all the things.
And what do you hope the readers learn from this book? Like, I've read it and I've gotten my lesson to plant more trees and about the Molai man in general. But what do you hope for the newer readers to learn from this book?
So I have very much expectation from the young generation, because young generation is the our prime. So if young generations they have interested read this book, and even at least few amount of the young generation can try to explore, try to this one no gather the knowledge to the environmental science. to greenery of the world. They can
Yeah.
understand how it is helpful. So this is big help for the world, for the society. So that I hope, and because Jadav Payeng is the now he's the charming. Just he started and going on in this way in the world.
Yes.
I think so. I think this book may help so much of new explorers who can try to research about Jadav Payeng. I think they can this book, if it is help few help my of my writing of this book, I can very much grateful. I have a I cannot express my feelings. So if somebody try to explore it, the young generations, uh, I think it is coming up. The young generation, when it is very early, no, just a few months back, I have, yeah. So it is now it is spreading all over the world. The books have spreading. Where the Jadav
Yeah.
Payeng have visited in abroad, he bring this book and give to the their libraries and embassies. I think it can everybody can know all about that. Then have a great prospect of this book. This is my hope as a writer. So this is
So,
up to readers.
yeah.
The readers can enjoy it definitely. There's a as coming in the coming days. It is.
And also, just as an ending note, uh, like you have said, like me as a literature student, I'm focusing more on the literary influence of this work and your writing. So from that, I could get that even students from like research in sociology and anthropology, they could also come and research on Jadav Payeng, and the more environmentalist student, the could come and research on Molai forest, which would be a very good um, spread of information for his work as well in the
Yeah.
future generations.
Yeah, definitely. So because Molai forest, Molai is a so much of the great persons. They can learn so many things from him. It's a very
Yeah,
interesting also in your lifetime when you meet that fellow, meet that great man. You can lifetime you can gather his the moment as a red letter day. So he can whatever I feel, if you sit him 1 day 2 day, he can speak as like as the passing rail. The rail is passing without any without any
when it stops.
like that. Whenever he speak, he cannot if you are not stop it, he's not stop. He's just going on speaking. So fluently he can speak without any, though that is very important. So I think every part of the subjects, students, they can meet him because environment is all are associated with in every subject, not in literature, not in sociology, in medicine, everything. So everywhere. So as a human being, this is very important to know about the environment, then to save the neighboring countries and everything. So
Yeah.
but it read it and have a look for their book if they have very gathering knowledge or interested, then they can refer it to the others, I think, and take research. If one viewpoint in my few words in that research book, it is, I thought that it is, I have a very great look to that great man.
And the about the no stopping when he speaks, I've also seen it in the book because you had to interrupt him to stop and ask the question, and
And
then
then,
he would go on to tell another story about the question.
so when
That was
I,
very interesting, actually,
one best thing,
because that way you can know. Sorry, so sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
But that way you can know like how much information and knowledge he has, and
yeah.
he can share so much with the world.
Yeah, yeah. So what I have observed in when he came to this one, no, visited when some, some book release or any meetings, he have attended my. I have released 4 books in one time. So my 4 books in Assamese, I have very legendary people they have attended there. During that period, the fear is that if we are asked to speak Jadav Payeng, Jadav Da, then can it be speak all the all the day? Then he is the time. So I personally tell that my anchor that he is the very nice he have that anchor is a very intellectual one. He tried to keep it very nicely. So that is one very interesting things about this great.
Thank you so much, sir,
Thank you. So
about all of the answers. It was very nice talking to you and about Jadav Payang also and his work and your work as well.
thank
It was
you.
really interesting to read the book as well, and I would definitely recommend it to my classmates and other people as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Nice listening to you. Good night.
The
Meeting every.
questions are completed. I'm just asking about how was this experience for you?
Oh, my experiences.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Experiences with you or what? Or
Yeah, with the interview process.
yeah,
Just,
very nice. You have very nice questions. You have asking the tricky questions also. You have asking the very depth also. Then I what I feel you read the book very nicely, meticulously. Show that I sharing my knowledge with you, and just I feel I lively observing Molai and with you like that. So it's a very interesting.
yeah, that
So
is what
that
I also felt. We
it is
we both were having
like
like a,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, speak, sorry.
Ah,
Yeah, you
okay.
can complete.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Bye. Night.